Okay, guys, so tonight is December 7th. You know, you all see me look into the upper right corner of my computer to check the actual date because I never know what it actually is. I only know that it's Thursday. And I'm so excited. We have our special guest, Kristina Delgado, on here tonight with us. But before I give you guys over to her, what you're really here for, I want to share some stuff that's coming down the pipeline for our team in particular. So, Christina's going to go over like 80-day obsession is where it's at. You guys want to know like how to blow up your business if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling stuck in your own health and fitness goals. Christina's going to break that down for us, and we're going to learn how to truly take advantage of this launch, starting with the launch of the packs on December 14th, all the way through when that program goes live on January 15th. Okay, so we have a month between those two dates to push it, but it starts now. And I'm going to let her go through all that stuff because she was in the official test group and is friends with Autumn and did it 100%. And that is why she looks absolutely incredible right now. The before and afters of this program are out of this world. But first, I want to share with you guys something that has been on my heart for a little while now. When we were at leadership, we were introduced to this couple, the Kuipers. They're amazing, super sweet couple from the Midwest. I have a special place in my heart for people in the Midwest. Clearly, I married one. And they had this awesome idea, this really sweet, like quiet couple, humble, parents, 4 kids under 4. They have a set of twins in there. And they just were trying to think of a way to help their teams grow more quickly, see more income growth, and help more people. So in an effort to do that, they created this community. Don't think of it as a free group. Don't think of it as a set timeline. They created this community that was ever growing with the mindset of helping other busy moms. They did what they called Take Back the Kitchen. So they created a hashtag, Take Back the Kitchen, for it. They created this online community, and they went to their teams and they said, listen, guys, this is what we're going to do. They're mostly moms and parents in that group. We are going to create this community where we really help and serve our tribe, busy moms of young kids, and help them become healthier, help their kids get healthier. Long story short, this sweet little team from Minnesota blew up this community. It is at 12,000 people. The Kuipers are now ranked, as of last month, they were number 12 in the company. I think they've bumped up. And they have over 2,000 people on auto ship of either Shakeology and Daily Sunshine because of this community. It was epic for them. So Michael and I started talking along with some of the leaders on our team saying, how can we do this for our team? Like, we're not all moms, we come from different walks of life, but we need something, a free community where we can help our coaches have a quick win and a place to invite people. But at the same time, we want to create a movement. We want to tie our mission and our passion into this, and we want to make a difference in the world. So what can that be for us? So I'm excited, beyond excited, along with our leaders on this team, to announce the 25th hour. The 25th hour is a concept that we thought long and hard about. We thought about the pain points of our tribe, our people. So I'm going to just, take a breath. You're going to get all the information you need for this. But what is the common thread that you hear from people over and over when you try to introduce them to a fitness program or Shakeology or the coaching? I don't really have time. I don't know if I'll have time for that. Or they get started with it and they might get a strong start, or they fall off and they're like, I just don't have time right now. I'll get to it later. That is the most common theme among our people. Okay, so we tried to come up with a concept. What if you had a 25th hour in your day? What if you had 1 extra hour in your day that you could dedicate to those things that you keep putting on the back burner? They matter. Your health matters. But what's the first thing to go when work gets really busy, or when the kids are up all night, or when you just have, you're emotional and there's a lot of stuff going on that you have to deal with first? Yourself, your own health, your own nutrition, your own fitness. that is a common theme across the board. So the 25th hour is a community where we can invite all of our prospects, all of our people, all of the people that we want to serve, and help them squeeze that extra hour out of their day. So there are going to be two parts to this community. There is the free part. Anyone can join, anyone can be a part of this movement. And I'm going to give you all this information, but take a few notes if you want. So the goal is to have this be a breath of fresh air for people. In that group, we're going to talk about time management. We're going to talk about ways to be more efficient in the things they're doing. We'll teach them the miracle morning concept, and we'll be offering insane amounts of value. We'll share quick, effective recipes so that they can become more efficient in their nutrition and their health. But on top of that, what we've done is we've hired a nutrition expert along with a few other coaches like life coaches and business coaches and people who can actual time management coaches, that people can actually get access to these experts by becoming an elite member. To be an elite member, all they have to do, they don't have to pay a membership fee. They just have to be on a continuity order. They have to be on Daily Sunshine, Shakeology, or the Performance Line. One of those three. What does that mean for us as a team? It means that we're inviting people to this free community easily because it's free and it's going to be loaded with value and experts who know what they're talking about that can actually change these people's lives. But everyone wants to become an elite member, because who doesn't want to become an elite member of something and get access? The nutritionist is actually going to be creating weekly menus. And in those menus and weekly shopping lists, to make it so easy to stay on track, reach your goals, even if you're a busy mom with a bunch of kids running around, or you're working a job that's 60 hours a week, you have access to these meal plans that are plug and play, making it so simple. And all you have to do to get those meal plans is to be on a continuity order, because our products are included in that meal plan, meaning that Shakeology is a meal suggested on that plan. So I am so excited about this. And what's even better is that the leaders on the team we've been working tirelessly. We've been having meetings multiple times a week, that we've created literally all the stuff that you need to bring this to market. So we're going to have, don't go announcing it yet. We're going to teach you guys how to post about it on social media, so there is no questions. We're giving you the outlines and the scripts for email campaigns that you can send to your people and tell them about this. We're giving you follow-ups. What happens when someone replies and say, okay, well, how does that work? Or they ask questions? We have the answers written out. We're going to give you sample Facebook posts, how to talk about it on Instagram stories, what hashtags to use, even when to put up your first post about it. We're laying it all out so that you don't have any fear of going out and inviting. And what this is going to do is revolutionize and skyrocket our businesses and our income and the people that we can serve and make a difference in their lives in 2018. So I wanted to officially announce it alongside our leaders, because this is a passion project, but it's also going to be a game changer. So please, please, please stay tuned. You're going to be getting all the materials literally in a Google Drive. It's going to say, here are the emails you send. Here are the sample Facebook posts. Here are the images that you should use. Here's how you do an Instagram story. Like, all of it laid out. There's no guesswork. It's going to be the easiest thing ever for you guys, and it's going to be so plug and play. So get excited about that. It's coming. It's very, it's done. We just have to physically give you those tools. And we're going to be letting you know when to do that first post and everything. Leaders on the call, what am I forgetting? Anything like that I'm probably spacing on? No? Does that mean that I didn't forget anything? Good. Oh, official launch with our hashtag. So we're going to use the hashtag the 25th hour when we officially launch it. And what did we say, Kelsey? Are we doing it officially this Sunday night? Is that right? I already forgot what we wrote down earlier. Okay, so we're going to be getting you those materials before this Sunday. And on this Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, or let's say we'll say 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're all going to post at the same time, not the exact same post. You're all going to have your own personal photos and you're going to put your own wording in it. We'll give you samples, but you'll make it your own. And we're going to post at the same time so that it goes out into the market like wildfire. That's probably not the best term to use right now with the stuff going on the West Coast. I didn't mean any offense by it. But our goal is to have this thing just take off. So please, please, please pay attention. Tell your teams, get them as excited as we are for this game changer. All right, now I'm equally as excited. Somehow I have waves of excitement that I can share with both this and with our guest speaker. Not really guest, she's like adoptive member of the team, Kristina Delgado. You guys know everything about her, but she is a superstar diamond coach. She is representing all of us so incredibly well on the coach advisory board, which is such an honor. It's only 8 people at a time, right, Kristina?
Yep.
So she's closing out her second year. It's a 2-year term. She's also a Million Club member, 5-time, soon to be 6-time elite. Is that right?
Almost. We're almost there.
We're pushing. And she's just a badass. Her team, Diesel Nation, is incredible. But on top of that, and first and foremost, she is a wife and a mom and just an incredible friend and amazing leader. You guys want to learn leadership? I recommend John Maxwell, Brendan Burchard, and Kristina Delgado. Okay? So,
don't be ridiculous.
Give us everything you've got on how we can leverage this launch. Tell us more about the program so that we all get excited to commit to this ourselves and what it takes. Just give us everything you got because we're so fired up about 80-Day Obsession.
I have 80-Day Obsession running through my veins right now, you guys. Like, seriously, this program has changed me from the inside out. And that's one thing that I have been stressing not only to our team, but to my customers is making this commitment setting aside everything that has to do with the business for right now. It's something we all need. The entire coaching network and all of our customers need to make a commitment like this. And let me share a little bit of my story and why it's important to kind of go through my story a little bit to lead me to 80-Day Obsession. So I've been coaching now for 7.5 years, which is a long time. And if you look at fitness, right, 7.5 years is also a long time to be like super fit all the time. Can we agree? Like, that's pretty freaking hard to do. But thank God for Beachbody, because even when I'm not on point, I always know like kind of what to do to get back on track, right? So I've had, my health and fitness has kind of been like a roller coaster for the last 7.5 years. And I've gone through times in my coaching business where I've been like completely on point. I did it with Insanity the Asylum, which in fact was my first full Beachbody program. I know it's crazy. If any of you have done that program, it's like, yeah, I started with that one. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. My second full program was P90X2, which is another ridiculously insane program. If anyone on this team has ever even pushed play on a P90X2 workout, you're facing like an hour workout, sometimes even an hour and 15-minute workouts. Like, it's crazy. But what was cool about the launch of P90X2, it's something that we're bringing back for 80-Day Obsession, and we're putting skin in the game with this launch. So that's going to be an important concept for you guys in not only you getting the best results possible with the program, but getting your customers to get the best results possible with this program. So remember that concept, skin in the game. So anyway, P90X2 completely changed my body, changed my life. I love that program. And then I went through like 1.5 years of not really committing fully to anything, which led us to October 2013 when I looked in the mirror and I was like, how did I get here? Like how did I get here? I was super duper fit after P90X2. And then it was like, I had, I'm a fitness coach and I don't look like one anymore, because I was still working. I was an attorney at the time. I was, we were trying cases. I was taking depositions. And at the same time, I had 2 babies and I was, on my Beachbody journey, like coaching journey. I was working my business, what all that means. You guys understand that. It gets insane. And I looked in the mirror and I'm like, what happened to me? And then came the 21-day fix, right? The 21-day fix test group was obviously a blessing for me. And I fully committed to that program. 21 days, I'm like, I can do this, right? It's just 21 days. I did 90 days of P90X2. I can do 21 days of the 21-day fix. And I did the containers. I remember I ate out of plan A. And I'm not kidding you guys, I got crazy results with 21-day fix back in the day. Like insane results. I look at them and I'm like, damn, right? Like it's almost like what I did with 80-day obsession, but there's such a huge difference, which I'm going to explain. 21-day fix is one of our best, most comprehensive programs because of the nutrition plan. But in those 21 days of that program, I was miserable. I was miserable because I was eating out of bracket A for those 21 days, which is a very low, because I was trying to lose weight right in those 21 days of the test group. And the whole time, the program was, what is it taking from me? It was taking all my treats. It was taking my wine. It was take. And when you have that mindset, you're not going to enjoy the process, right? Do you guys agree with that? Like when you are in a state of mind where, you can't have this and you can't have that and you can't put cream in your coffee and you can't, like you want to rebel. You want to rebel. And so what happened was, and I kind of was looking at my pictures from back then, I kept my results for a little bit and then like just shit went nuts. Like I was drinking every day. Like I started, I actually did a live video on this that a lot of people were like, that's me, that's me. I was using the word balance too loosely. I would say, it's balance that I want, right? I want balance in my life. And that balance was, I wasn't following a nutrition plan and I was drinking wine way too much. You guys know I love margaritas. I love Mexican food. It was just like, whenever I wanted, I could have it because I deserved it. And you know what I mean? And that created a spiral effect on my body. And then on top of that, and you guys are like, why is she telling us this? Because it's all important. And trust me, I'm getting there. Then I had this procedure done to not have babies anymore. Danny and I were done. We have 2 beautiful kids, and I had this procedure. And I had this procedure done, and then after that, I gained more weight. Like I just kept gaining weight. And of course, still eating like crap, still drinking way too much wine and having too many margaritas. And then I had this procedure, and I wanted to place all the blame of my weight gain on the procedure. It was that's what caused me to gain all this weight. I mean, I even had like 45-minute conversations with Autumn about the damn procedure and that I shouldn't have done it. And look at me. And I literally convinced myself for a year and a half that my body would not change anymore. Like I was stuck. This was it. I'm going to be at 100. And I was at 150, almost 100 pounds when I started 80-day obsession, when I can normally be in the 140. So that's like almost a 20-pound over my normal that I had at this point convinced myself I could not lose because I had this thing inside of me that was causing me to gain weight. Well, what was the real truth and my reality was that all of that was complete and utter BS. I just wasn't putting the work in. I just wasn't pushing hard in my workouts. I just wasn't drinking my Shakeology every day. I just wasn't following any kind of nutrition plan. And I actually would tell people, I just eyeball it because I already know how much rice I can have, or I already know how much protein I can have. All of that makes a difference. And all of that makes a difference when you're a Beachbody coach and you're trying to run a business and inspire others to join you. And so what I had to do in order to keep inspiring people was I created this whole persona of fit-ish, right? I'm fit-ish, right? I like to work out sometimes. I, eat whatever I want. Sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I won't. And fit-ish. And I was attracting people because other people wanted to be fit-ish, but the reality is they weren't committing either, right? Because I wasn't committing. They would start their program and then let life get in the way and say, oh, well, I'm fit-ish, and so I don't really have to do it anymore. And it just didn't work. None of that worked. I was gaining weight. My customers weren't succeeding. In fact, it was almost spreading into my team. Right? This whole thing of you don't really have to commit too much. And doesn't that go against our number one vital behavior of being proof the products work? Yeah. And that was causing this whole ripple effect within the organization, or at least my PS coaches that are looking for me for inspiration. So then ring, 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 Autumn Calabrese calls and says, there's something special coming out, and I want to test your theory about your procedure and whether that's actually true that you cannot lose weight anymore and be fit again, or it's all bullshit and that you've made up in your head and we're going to prove that wrong. And I said, bring it on. And from that day, when she gave us the call of the, it was called ADD at the time. It was the craziest thing because we all thought it was like some weird social experiment for coaches that they thought had attention deficit disorder. It was really, really, really odd. But then it ended up being 80-day obsession. And I will tell you guys that I was scared to fail. I was scared that I would prove that my body couldn't change. You know what I mean? Like that I was right. I was scared that that was going to be my reality. But I said, just like I did with the 21-day fix, I said, go all in. Make this your job, because your results, Kristina, your results are going to inspire. When you get them, your results are going to prove a lot, not only to you, which is the most important aspect of all this, but to everyone else, all the coaches, all the people that watch you. You're going to prove that they can step up their game and they can get incredible results, and that they can make their health and fitness a priority, not secondary, which is why I love the whole 25th hour idea of making sure that people are fitting this into their day, because you absolutely can do this, and you can do it in a big way. Not in a 22-minute workout way, which is cool, and that's fine. Not in a 30-minute workout, which is cool, and that's fine. But that we can get back to extreme fitness, which is what our company was founded on, right? On P90X and Insanity and X2 and Insanity Asylum. All the programs, by the way, that gave me my best transformations. We're going to get back to that, and you're going to show people that they can do it too. And so when that pack came in and my loops came in, Danny's doing it with me. He's like, I got to stick my legs in this. And, it's like Jane Fonda with the bands and the sliders. I said, for the next 93 days, this is your job. The nutrition plan is your job. The workouts are your job. Prioritizing the workouts within your day, all of that is going to be your main priority, and let's see what that does, not only for your body, but for your business. And the business was never something that I was making a priority, but the results, you guys, of doing that have been mind-blowing for my business, mind-blowing for my business. And so I want to take you through the program a little bit, but I think you guys are probably overloaded on that stuff. I want to share with you what I'm doing to generate excitement over this program, what you should be doing now, and how you can attract people to do that program. Do you find like that'll be helpful? Yes? Okay. So the program's amazing, and I've written blogs on it. You can go and you can read my experience in my blogs. They're all there. There's 3 phases to the program, and the phases build in intensity. I use the word, I use the phrase, the workouts are an hour long, very loosely. Not all of them are. All right. So there's workouts like total body core, AAA or AAA, which is arms, abs, and ass, leg day, and booty day, which, yes, they push the 60-minute envelope for the most part, but not always. And then you have the 2 cardio days, which are 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So relax, breathe. Not all of the workouts are going to be an hour long. You will see that you're not even going to look at the clock. You're going to be enjoying the workouts so much. You use the loops and the bands. The loops are the bands. They're called loops. The loops and the sliders. You want more than one set of loops, and that's where the packs kind of become important for coaches. Customers, the packs are always going to be important, but for coaches, the pack is going to be important because you want more than one set of loops. And I know some of you might even have them because of the A Little Obsessed sneak peeks, but well, there's 2 components that we'll get to it. But the workouts are really great because when Autumn says there's 80 different workouts, there are 80 different workouts. Like the only one workout, well, there's 2 workouts that are similar, which is the cardio core and cardio flow, but they're different in phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, if that makes sense. They change in phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. What's cool about the program is, the concept muscle confusion that Tony Horton came up with? Like, this is muscle confusion on crack because the sequence of reps changes every week. So for instance, I'm just going to give you an example. In week 1, you'll do a 2x15. You'll have 10 exercises, and you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then repeat the same 10 exercises twice. That's a 2x15. Week 2 of phase 1 is a 3x10. You do the 10 exercises, then you do them again, then you do them again, 3 times in a row. Get it? So it's a 3x10. Then in the week 3 of phase 1, you do 2x15, but in groups of exercises. So you'll take 3 exercises, do it 15 reps, then again 15 reps, then the next set. Make sense? So your body is like, what the F's going on at all times, like at all times. And that happens throughout phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And obviously the workouts get harder. In phase 3, I call it plyo phase, like leg day is jumping the entire time because she's trying to shred your body, and that's exactly what happens. The nutrition plan, which is like the best kept secret on the freaking planet. I can't go too in detail with it, but I will say this. I embraced it from day 1. I started in bracket B, and this is something that I hope I get to talk to you guys about again, maybe at some point, about how you pick what bracket you fall into. Well, actually, most of you are going to be in Autumn's test group, which I'll talk about in a second. But the eating brackets, you guys, this program is not one where you can eat out of, I don't think, in my opinion, and I know Autumn agrees with this, out of bracket A. It's too strenuous. The workouts are too strenuous, and you need food to lose. You need to fuel your body to get through these workouts. So I started in B, in bracket B, because I had like 25 pounds to lose. So I started in bracket B, which is my weight loss bracket. And then 3 weeks in, I'm like, screw this. I want to eat more. And I went to C, and that's when I dropped the most weight. So I want you in this particular program to, number 1, embrace the crap out of that nutrition plan. And number 2, don't be scared to go up to lose weight. because you need fuel for these workouts. You really, really do. And yes, I believe the performance line is absolutely important. Energize and recover at a minimum are extremely important. The way that I see recover, not only does it replenish the glycogen in your muscles, Autumn talks about that a lot during the program, and you'll see because there's this thing called refeed where you get to eat white pasta. All you Italians on this call, you're going to get to eat white pasta, you're going to get to eat white bread, drink juice. It's like the best day of the whole program. It's called a refeed day. That comes towards, it starts in phase 2. But you're going to see that the glycogen, replacing glycogen is something that Autumn talks about a lot after leg day. And so recover just becomes, to me, not only important for that, it almost becomes my 6th meal. So it was something that when I didn't, this is how bad, I'm not even joking, you guys. It was like a freaking crack deal. When I ran out of recover, I would run to, there's a coach that lives right near me who always has like stashes of Beachbody products. And I would leave her house with 4 tubs of recover. Like I could not go a day without drinking that recover. Like it was crazy. And of course, Danny and I were drinking it. So imagine you get 20 servings. We were going through 1 tub every 10 days. So I would forget to order, and it was like, I need my recover. I need my recover. It was crazy. Anyway, so that's the program, you guys. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it. I'm here to tell you that if you commit to this, it's going to change you. And why I brought up the 21-day fix in the beginning, and I said I was kind of miserable through the whole 21 days because I was so strict. I had this mindset of what the program was taking from me, right? It was taking my wine. It was taking my white rice. It was taking. I decided to shift my thinking in 80-Day Obsession to what the program was giving me. And it was giving me a whole lot, and a whole lot more than I anticipated. I currently am like, okay, so I'm going to be 100% honest. I was drinking way too much before this program. Way too much. I was pretty much every night, I would say that I needed a glass of wine even to host a team call just to relax. It was too much. And clearly, alcohol affects results 100%. And I know that now without certainty. Like with all the certainty in the world, I can say that. And I decided that this program was giving me freedom from that. Instead of taking the wine away or taking the alcohol away, it was giving me freedom from thinking I needed to have it in order to have fun at a party or to be able to host a team call or whatever, cooking dinner. I love to have wine while I'm cooking dinner. I didn't have to have that. So I found substitutions, and I found sparkling water, and I drink my sparkling water out of a wine glass. And so I just made the experience fun. Instead of focusing on what it's taking, I focused on what it's giving me. And so I would celebrate all the wins, right? When I lost a pound, I would tell everybody. When I dropped a jean size, I would go buy a new pair of jeans. Every time I wanted a new workout outfit, I would celebrate and I would get myself a new workout outfit instead of thinking of all the food, oh my God, I'm so constrained with what I can eat. I just celebrated in other ways, and it has continued since then. I don't know if that's important. It is to me. Like, you have to learn how to look at nutrition in a way that it's a blessing to eat healthy, then it's a punishment, right? Then not eating healthy, eating bad and all that stuff. So that's one thing that this program really, really blessed me with this whole mind shift that I think a lot of people need to have. Because I posted that video about balance and balance getting me to this state. I would fall back on, I just need to be balanced. And that balance means, having way too much, wine and not following a nutrition plan. And that's what got me into this mess to begin with. And you guys, I'm still receiving messages from people saying, I saw that video that you did. And that's exactly me. So if you have anything that you can relate to what I just said, or anything that deep in your heart you need to improve, My number one suggestion is that you become transparent with that, share that, and then commit to this program and tell your audience that you are committed to battling that issue with 80-day obsession. Because that, I promise you, you will battle whatever issue that you're having right now in your health and fitness. So that's my 80-day obsession story. I'm doing round 2 right now. Love it. Like, I'm still eating Time nutrition. When I'm off on time, I can tell my body's like, what are you doing? You need that food. And so it's fantastic. And I really do think you're gonna find freedom in Time nutrition. I know that sounds kind of like an oxymoron, but you will. I promise you that. All right, let's talk about what you should be doing right now as a coach to prepare for this launch. Because I can guarantee you, because I know from my own team that some people are hesitant to talk about the program for a variety of reasons. You might be hesitant because you haven't done it yet, right? And you're probably looking at me and saying, well, it's easy for you to say all those things as you've done that. Yes, that is true. But that does not prevent you from having a successful launch, because you have tools available to you to share that this program is the real deal and is successful. So I need everyone right now to commit to doing this, to shedding any stories that you're telling yourself as to why you can't do this. I know a lot of people are saying, well, my customer base isn't ready for that, right? I've heard that one a lot. I will tell you that when I started upping my game, right, I started committing at a higher level, and I started talking that way, right? So now if you look at my Instagram posts, I'm not talking about being fit-ish. I'm talking about going all, I use that term all the time on my social media. I'm actually live on Instagram right now, so all my customers are watching this. I talk about going all in, making the commitment. I use the term getting obsessed with life. My hashtag is obsessed life. That's the name of my challenge group. Like, I want you to be obsessed with this, because that's what I am, right? So I'm using an elevated standard of vocabulary. I'm not watering it down. I want people to rise to the occasion, and that's how I'm positioning this program on social media. You can do that too, because you know that this takes an elevated level of commitment. Yes? So, all right. So let's talk, that was a side note, but let's talk about what you need to do. Number 1 is you need to commit, right? I've told this to our team. I'm telling you this. I will tell this to anyone. The most important thing you can do right now is to commit to this program. And next week on December 14th, when the challenge packs finally go on sale, we're so excited. You get that bundle and you commit not only to your own personal challenge group, or I don't know if you guys are going to run a team group, but to Autumn's coach test group. You guys know that if you purchase one of the bundles that is available next week, you get to participate in the first ever network-wide coach test group. And I'm telling you, because I know, and Liz has experienced it too, being in a test group. And yes, this one's going to be bigger. I totally understand that. But it doesn't matter if there's 3 people or there's 3,000 people. It's about your commitment and knowing that you have access to Autumn, and that she's going to be, if it's anything like the 80-day obsession test group that I was in, you're going to find a wealth of inspiration, motivation, and information that you're going to need to go all in with this program. But number 1 is that commitment to go all in. If you do that, I'm telling you, you guys, it doesn't matter if you get 1 person, no persons, or 800 people to do 80-day obsession on January 15th. If you do that, you're setting yourself up for a great year. Because even in just the first 3 to 4 weeks of a full-blown commitment to this program, you are, number 1, going to feel amazing. You're going to start looking amazing. You're going to start talking different, acting different. Your social media is going to improve, because you are now going to be revitalized into Beachbody and what we do. I know, because that's where I'm at right now. When I feel extremely good, about myself, everything changes about my business. I attract people that want change. I'm better on social media. I'm more confident on social media. I showcase my transformation more with more confidence. Everything improves, all right, you guys? So number one, your commitment. And you're going to get a package, and you're going to do the recover, and you're going to do energize, which I know you're all cracked out on energize already, but you're going to commit to recover. You're going to do this all in, because you are not only setting yourself up for victory, but 2018 can be, God, so good. And Liz, I don't know if at the end you want me to kind of touch on the announcements that were made on the round table and why, like, you want to do this. Okay. Number two in the game plan, you need to look at all of your current customers and your current coaches. This is huge, you guys. Your current customers and your current coaches, who is on your team already. And these people, you get them to commit to this. And you get them on the phone, and you message them, and you rally them to commit to 80-day obsession. You have right now the ability to get people's commitment in steps, which is, to me, so freaking cool. You can get them to commit to a little obsessed on December 20th, right? And get them to understand that, yes, they can do this. Because if they can do a little obsessed, which, by the way, I was ridiculously sore after, like more sore than the actual program. It was really weird. I don't know. It was so strange. But if you can do a little obsessed, you can do 80-day obsession, because it was very similar to that first phase. Yes, phase 2 and phase 3 get tougher, but by that time you're stronger. You're stronger in week 2 than you were in week 1. Like, crazy how things progress so fast. And this program is one where you see the strength happen so quickly that it's going to be a game changer for your current customers and your current coaches. And so what do you want to do with these people right now? Is you want them to commit to a challenge pack, right? Into the packs that are going to be available on December 14th, right? There's a variety of them. And so what I did is I have, there's a PDF that you find in your back office. If you go into news, December promotions in your back office, all of this is there, you guys, and it's very helpful. I'm not one to create like crazy graphics or anything like that. There is a PDF that breaks down the packages available. If you sit there and study them just for 5 minutes and say, okay, I get it, this is what comes in this one, this is what comes in this one, you are going to know exactly what you need to do to talk to your current customers and current coaches about what they need to get on December 14th. And by all means, you guys, share the fact that if someone signs up as a coach or is a coach, maybe you have some discount coaches in your downline that they get, if they purchase this pack, they're going to be in Autumn's test group. That could really change the game for you in 2018 if you all of a sudden have these discount coaches come alive with this program and start helping people because they feel so amazing, right? So make a list of who your current customers are. Look inside your challenge groups. Look at your BOD subscriptions for the year. What, you know, who is on Beachbody On Demand, and let's start talking to them right now about committing to 80-day obsession. Empower, empower, empower. And then the third category are your future customers and your future coaches. And this is the one where I think a lot of people get stumped on, right? If you weren't in the test group, how do I attract people? Don't get stumped on this. You have, and I don't know if you have this already, Liz, if you don't, I have a Google document with all the test group results pictures. I will share that with you, post it in the team page. Everybody, this is what I told my team. At this, and I'm like everybody, I'm on Instagram, everybody's watching me say this. It's okay to be obnoxious in December about physical transformations because people want to commit. They might not say it yet, but they are looking for their New Year's resolutions thing. What is it? What is it that I'm going to do? So it is okay to take those 80-day obsession transformation pictures and share them. Share the story. Oh my God, there's so many stories. You can share my story. Maybe my story will relate to your audience. You can share Brittany Leggett's story. New mom, struggling with her post-baby bod, and hello, her results will freaking like melt your brain. They melt your brain of how good they are. You have Ali Tessitore, you have all, and then you have the guys like you, oh my God, and Tulin, hello, how crazy were her results? We did this, yes, we did it for us, and we needed to get results with this program, but when I'm in a test group, I do it for you too. I do it for the coaches of the network to be able to use my results to help their businesses. So use our results, share them, share the stories behind them, and inspire people to take action. Instagram is so good right now for this because you can do an album and you could put 5, 6, 7 transformation pictures and tell your followers swipe right, and it's just like inspiration overload. Do that often so that people see what this program can do. Use your Instagram stories, right? Use your Instagram stories to share this program. It's so important that you can actually drive a lot of traffic to your applications, to all of that, using Instagram stories, because to me, Instagram stories is something that you can kind of overload, right? Because it's so fast and people just click, 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 click. And you can do such great invites to a little obsessed or to your 80-day obsession challenge group using Instagram stories. Look at people who are being successful right now on Instagram stories and how they're doing it. And you'll see it's not hard. It's actually very simple to do. Just find inspiration and execute. All right. So that's what you're going to do with your future customers and your future coaches is you're going to run the best challenge group in January. And this is the program that you're going to do. And, one thing that I told our team was, this program, yes, it's an advanced program. And to some, it might be a little bit much, but it's such a great opportunity to start the conversation there and say, okay, well, if that doesn't work, I have, the 21-day fix. I have all these other programs, Country Heat, anything to just get people started. And then you could tell them when you're done with that, you can transition into 80-day obsession, right? And at that point, you're going to be, super hot. You're going to have, a 6-pack. You're going to be like crushing it with 80-day obsession. And you're going to just be inspiring so many people. All right. So you guys, number 1, it's your commitment. Number 2 is your current customers and your current coaches. You got to start having the conversations about committing to this program together. And then what is your strategy to attract future customers and future coaches with this program? And it's basically showcasing the transformations that are already there for you to showcase. Use them. That's why we share them. That's why we post them. I'll be quite honest, a lot of my customers that are coming to me to join my group are searching the 80-day obsession hashtag. So use the hashtag. Create a hashtag for this program. Listening to Trina Gray's National Wake Up Call the other day was really important. I think as we approach this program, create something big around it, right? And create it around what your challenge is, whatever that challenge is. Mine was, kind of being too loose with my nutrition. And so my hashtag is obsessed life, right? And I want people to embrace that lifestyle of being obsessed with making yourself a priority, being obsessed with nutrition, being obsessed with Shakeology, being obsessed with fitness, like hardcore fitness. So do something like that. Get creative. Think about what this movement that you're going to do, you're going to implement with this program. Yes? Are we good? Are we fired up? This is what we're going to do. Okay. So ending the year, right, with 80-day obsession, this launch is something that I haven't experienced in a long time. And I am so excited about it. Like when I look back to the 21-day fix, I don't know if you guys were around. A lot of you, I'm not sure you were. I know Liz was. It launched in February, right? So there was like this drag to February where after everybody had made their New Year's resolutions, like we're launching January 15th in January when people are 1,000% committed to their health and fitness. If right now you are not fired up about your business, then it's going to be a tough start to 2018, right? Get on the train, you guys. Set the goals now. Don't waste. This is the time to be extra proactive about your fitness, about drinking Shakeology every single day, about reaching out and inviting people and getting really, really, really excited. Get excited. Like when you start inviting, when you post on social media, change your states, because that's what's going to be attractive to people right now. So I want everyone to right at this very second, change your state and go after 80-Day Obsession and this launch that's happening next Thursday with the packs, because it can literally start 2018 like a roller coaster, like just rocket ship for you guys. That's what I intend on doing, and I know that if you commit to this, it's going to happen for you too. I want to take some questions. I think we can take, does anybody want, I'm going to take this here. Yeah. Is there any questions about the program or my strategy before I kind of talk about some of the exciting things that were announced today to get you even more excited about 2018?
Hey, Kristina, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I'm at work, so let me know if you can't hear. But I'm 23 weeks knocked up, and I'd been telling people that I was still going to do it. I was just going to modify. But now everything I've seen Autumn posting is you cannot do this pregnant. So I'm kind of gearing towards just focusing on like, I'm going to do 21-day fix modified. I'm going to do 21-day fix extreme modified to gear myself for my post-pregnancy journey.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you recommend as far as promoting this?
So I think be transparent, right? Autumn says you can't be pregnant. I don't really quite understand why. I every time she would talk about that in the test group, since I wasn't pregnant, I would be like, whoo, and I would, do something else. But you can still promote this program without doing it, because you have a very valid reason not to do it, right? You're pregnant. So continue to do the plan that Autumn set up with the workouts. Help your customers do that. There's no reason why you can't help someone through the program without doing it yourself. Study the nutrition plan when it comes out, right? Just get educated about it, and you can I don't think you change anything. You just keep doing you take care of yourself and the baby, and don't put that mental block that you can't do it, right? Because all you have to do is make the decision to do it and keep talking about the program. Use the transformation pictures, and as your team, right? This team, the transformation pictures start coming out of Team Drop the Cookie, start using those transformation pictures as well. Any other questions? Liz, do you have any questions for me?
I want to know, you covered I'm so fired up about this, I can't even put it into words. And I'm so are you directing your coaches to Autumn's group, the test group?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So and that's not for customers, it's just coaches test group.
Yeah.
Right.
It's only for coaches. It's a coach exclusive group. I know she was filming a lot of content for it. It's not going to be like Prepare to Be Obsessed. I don't know if you guys are in that group where it's kind of just her putting up like the calendar. This is what you should be doing. It's going to be more structured. There's going to be from what I hear, the nutritionists from Beachbody are going to be in that group. It's going to be similar to what I experienced with the 80-Day Obsession group, but with just a lot more people in it. It will have a lot of people in it because, obviously I think a lot of coaches are going to commit to this program. I think someone asked, what package do you need to buy? Any of the bundles. So you can, if you already have Recover, Shakeology, and energized, and you're like, well, I'm not going to buy another one right now, I am, because the sale is really good. Like, that's just, if you look at the discount, the coach price discount, and then the December 14th price, which is $10 less, I want my energized. So I'm gonna order the pack that comes with the performance stack, because you save a ton of money on it. And so you can even buy that basic package that just has the program materials, loops, and sliders, and get into the group. You just have to buy one of those packages that's available for existing coaches or even new coaches coming in. You don't have to buy the big one or anything like that. You just have to have that one. Just buy one.
Awesome. I'm recommending, first of all, guys, I just posted, as Kristina was talking, I created a graphic with all the packs and which one I thought was the best option for our prospects, and then the packs for coaches, and I just posted those in Team Drop the Cookie. You can feel free to pull them too and use those. What I've been doing to add to kind of what Kristina's been saying is leading up to this, I'm looking at December 14th as the launch in some ways, because these packs I think are really where it's at. I've been running an email campaign since like the day or two after Thanksgiving, just to my prospects, to everyone that, even a lot of my coaches I've been sending this information to, just hyping up the program. Like, you'll see in Team Drop the Cookie every day, there's an image that goes up counting down the days until these packs are available, because this is the biggest thing to hit Beachbody since the 21-day fix.
I agree.
But it's even bigger and better.
I definitely agree with that statement. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just think it's such a tremendous opportunity. Like, I think this is one of those things, Kristina, what do you think, that like you can be a coach who is brand new, or a coach who's been like squatting on this business, not doing anything, and go all in on this program, and your 2018 could be the year.
Yeah.
Like, your business explodes.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, absolutely. The results that you're going to get are going to be, I mean, you're just going to become a magnet. Like Liz and I love to use that word, where you're going to become a magnet because it's that good. And you know, I didn't mention like the actual workouts themselves, like the cast and Autumn. It literally feels that you're at the gym with them, and they're just, you know, working out with a personal trainer, which is Autumn. Her cueing and motivation is spot on, and it's just different. It's really different. And so you're going to love that about this program. Like in the test group, in week 2, people had already started saying like, oh, I lost 5 pounds, like crazy stuff like that. Oh, I lost 10 pounds. And then of course there's people that hadn't lost anything yet. And of course the conversation starts about comparison. And so the next day when Autumn's shooting the workout for, you know, whatever workout it was, guess what she starts talking about? Comparison, you know, and you can't compare yourself to other people. And you're like, she's so good. She's talking about what we're all thinking, you know, like, so you're going to see that the process, the mental process that you go through of, man, here comes week 5 and, oh my God, I haven't had a glass of wine and I want that glass of wine. And then she says, all I want is a glass of wine right now, but I'm going to stay committed. And, you know, she says the right things that you're like, yes, let's do it. And my quote, well, I had 2 things. I had a mantra for the program, which was every rep. You have to finish every rep. Because I was notorious for like getting to 45 seconds, 50 seconds and being like, it's finish every rep. If there's 15, you do 15. If there's 16, you do 16. If there's 10, you do 10. You finish every rep. And in cardio, you go to the 30 seconds. You go to the minute. And so that was my mantra. But my favorite quote that kind of got me through the program was, you didn't come this far to just come this far. And that's kind of like where I'm at right now in my business too. And so you might be feeling that as well. Like 2017, you know, it's December. And, you know, you're going to come this far to just come this far? Or you're going to push yourself and you're going to do more and you're going to stay committed and you're going to do this launch and you're going to right now make the decision to start helping people with this program, because it's going to have a profound effect if you really do this, you know? And I'm not saying that to just talk, you know, because you guys know I like to talk, but it's because it's not just me. Like, my sister, Danny, is still super committed to his fitness, like super committed. Like he's like, do you see how good I look? All the time. You know what I mean? Everybody in the test group is still committed. I haven't seen anyone that has, lost all their results. That happens quite often. Like you commit for a certain time and then it just goes out the window. We're all still in it. And so imagine if your customers all still stay in it and you stay in it, like how that's going to affect everything next year. It's going to be really, really great. So before we go off, today there was a live on the round table, which is kind of the new wall for 5 stars and above. And there's some really exciting stuff happening, you guys, in 2018. And Liz can totally jump in here because I think I saw you watching it. So obviously this is the big one, right? This is the closest one we got. It's this one. So you gotta embrace it. I many moons ago did a wake up call where I used the phrase "go with the Beachbody flow." Right? Don't go against what's happening in the company right now. Go with it. And this is one of those moments. Go with this. But in April, we're gonna have 2B Mindset, which I know you guys know is coming, right? That's not a surprise. You know that 2B Mindset's coming. That's going to be another revolutionary nutrition program that we're going to have. But we rallied on the coach advisory board for this program not to be placed into Beachbody On Demand. And you're probably like, well, why is that? Well, we want to be able to, this program really is going to be helpful for people that have emotional eating issues that really can't change on the nutrition side, that there's a lot of underlying issues holding them back from progress. It's going to be really groundbreaking. So we want to be able to have people pay for this, right? And so that we can earn our commissions and that it could be something that could generate volume for us. So it's going to be outside of Beachbody On Demand, housed in its own website. I'm not a techie, so I really don't know what that means, but kind of like how Ultimate Reset, the portal, is outside of Beachbody On Demand. So that's huge that we're going to be able, it's not going to just go into the black hole of Beachbody On Demand and be like a random tab in there. No, it's going to be its own world. And we're going to be able to help our customers with just this series of videos and it's going to be a challenge pack, and it's going to come with Shakeology, and it's going to be something so revolutionary. And that's coming in April, which by the way is the same time that they're expecting to launch the snack bars, right? So we're going to have the snack bars coming out in April as well. And I got to try both of them at Leadership, and they are phenomenal. I thought they were really, really good. And I think they're actually even making some improvements to it before launch time. So they're always trying to up the game. Then they didn't tell us what was happening, what exactly it is, but there's going to be a big launch at Summit of something. I don't know if it's a new fitness program or a new nutritional, I don't know, but they're going to allow coaches and customers to have early bird access to it that you have to pay for. So it's almost like this kind of test group thing that's going on with Autumn, where you kind of have to pay for a pack to get in, but it's going to think about a digital unlock of Beachbody On Demand, where there's volume attached to it, where you have to pay for it, where your customers have to pay for it, so that we can get people to have skin in the game again. And all of this is super important. Number one, having this early bird access is going to make people commit, right? Make people really commit. And it's going to be something that you can, entice your people to have a sense of urgency about joining, right? It's going to launch on Beachbody On Demand at a later date, all access, right? Into all access. But us as coaches and our customers are going to be able to get access to it first. So that's going to be a huge game changer. And I think that if that goes well, then our future launches are probably all going to be in that way. And it's taking me back to, the launch of the 21-Day Fix Extreme, Core to Force, which was our last DVD launch, where people had skin in the game. They bought something. They got something. And coincidentally, that was the last program I finished. So I know that this concept is going to change our businesses. I do know this. So you guys, we have so much to look forward to next year. Oh my God, it's like an hour already. We have so much to look forward to. Right now is the time to get energized over what's happening in the company, because like the train's gonna leave the station on December 14th, and you gotta be on it. You have to be on this train. Yes?
Amen. And they're doing this thing, like, you know how we have the Coach mobile app right now? They're launching Share a Cart, which is amazing. So I'm not a techie either, but essentially it's going to be the ability for us to say, oh, you want to be able to upgrade to this pack option, and we enter in the pack, and we literally, like, it's like when you go to a cart in Amazon to check out, it's all going to be like pretty and easy. It's not in their email. They can just check out in the cart and it's already in there. So it's like, it's almost like you're capturing all these people who say they want it, putting it in the cart, and then all they have to do is check out. So it's making it more streamlined and easier.
Oh, and I totally forgot, like our whole Team Beachbody website is going to be live on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like it's this Sunday. Our whole shopping experience is going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Which lots of exciting.
Such a huge difference, because before I would never like send anyone to Team Beachbody to buy something. Like I would use the mobile app, or I would walk them literally through step by step how to purchase it, because I was afraid it was going to go wrong. This is going to actually be a pleasant shopping experience for them. So, and the last piece, just to let you guys know, just to kind of connect the dots, this the 25th hour is going to be such a beautiful segue into 80-Day Obsession, getting our doors to that open very soon. So they're going to be in there technically before 80-Day Obsession officially launches on the 15th, which means they can become a preferred or elite member of the 25th hour by buying one of these packs for 80-Day Obsession. And we're going to be talking about 80-Day Obsession in this group. So it's all going to connect so perfectly to help you guys grow your businesses. And Kristina, you freaking crushed it. No surprise there, but that was like, hit the nail on the head. And you know, I knew you were going to touch on the program stuff and give us insight into it, but I took an entire page of notes because you really hit home with so much of the, like the fit-ish and like how we lean into, like I wrote down a list of the things I'm currently telling myself that are bullshit. Like, well, I'm a nursing mom, so I have to get these extra 500 calories a day. And like, you know, I can't work out too hard because I'll lose my milk supply and all these things that it's like, oh, well, you know, I'm on my postpartum journey. It takes longer. I am so ready to go all in. It is, I said this to the team the other day, 99% is a bitch, because you have this 1% of turmoil of like, well, you know, am I going to skip my workout today? Or what? When you go all in, when you're 100%, it's easier because you know what you're doing. You know that you're going to show up and you're all in. So I'm fired up about it, but you just brought it to a whole new level. So thank you. And we'll be asking you back on to help us continue with this 80-Day Obsession push soon. So we had an awesome show tonight.
We have if you want, Liz, let me know. We have Autumn on our team call Monday. If you guys want to join that call, you absolutely can. I'll share the link with you guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We'll hop on. Cool. All right. Thank you, Kristina. Thank you, guys. Thank you all 92 of you who showed up tonight. That's awesome. So have an awesome night, everybody. And please keep an eye on the team page. We'll be sharing more information there. Have a good night. I'll post the recording soon.